Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our magnificent Barony Hall. We've got fantastic sunshine out today, and we've even got music for the celebrations later on. So very, very welcome to Strathclyde. My name is Professor Jill McBride, and I am one of the Associate Principals at Strathclyde. And I'm really pleased to see that we've got such an international audience today. We really do have people from all over the world in the hall today. So I just want to make sure that you know how welcome you are at Strathclyde in Glasgow. And today we're lucky enough that we've actually got two faculties who are graduating students. So we have got two lots of students who will come across the stage, students from the Faculty of Science and students from Strathclyde Business School. So I hope you'll all cheer and clap and welcome them all as they cross the stage. So students, I don't know how you're feeling. Are we a wee bit nervous? Are we nervous, some of you? Don't be nervous. I want you to relax, enjoy the event, and the same goes for families and friends and supporters. Please do feel free to cheer and shout and support your loved ones as you see them. So just to kind of get your ease, just a quick explanation of what will happen today. So in a very short while, students will come up, or graduands as we call them, that's graduates in waiting. They'll come up onto the stage when their name is called, and they'll cross the stage, and I will cap them, thereby conferring their degree on them. And then they're going to walk across the stage, and they'll be met by my colleague, Robert Laurie, who's faculty manager in the Faculty of Science, and he'll give them the bit of parchment that proves that you do have a degree from Strathclyde, the thing that your employers will want to see. And that's really all that there is to it, students. So relax. You're on stage for a few minutes, smile, and let your family take pictures. Now, I have to say this graduation ceremony, it's a very kind of ancient, public and symbolic rite of passage, but it's a day of celebration. And I hope everybody that's here is very proud of your family and friends that are crossing the stage. Now, you might have noticed, I have to put the cap on people's heads. Now, I don't literally touch them, but I kind of, do the symbolic movement of capping people. You might have noticed I'm a wee bit challenged in the height front, so you might have to work with me, because there's a lot of people in the audience that are going to come across this stage that are a lot taller than me. So work with me on that one. And once we've awarded all of the degrees, then I'm going to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit about the university, not so much for the people who are graduating, they'll know about the university, but for family and friends, you might be interested to know a bit more about our history of Strathclyde and our direction of travel. So I'll say a few words from the lectern, and then I'll try not to speak too long, because I don't want to eat into your celebrations. And once the ceremony is finished, you're very welcome, all of you, to join us in our Learning and Teaching building for some refreshments and a chance to talk to some of the staff who have taught the students, or they're now graduands. So before we begin, please relax, savour the moment, and as I've said, don't hold back. Please feel free to show your appreciation. You're okay to take pictures. Just try not to trip anybody up in the process. When we're wearing these gowns, they are a bit dangerous. So enjoy the day. And enjoy the ceremony, which I now formally declare open. And I'm going to invite Dr. Lorraine Gibson, who's going to present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Science. And once the Faculty of Science people have crossed the stage, then she's going to pass the baton on to Professor Leslie Walls, who's from Strathclyde Business School, and she'll read out the names from the Business School. So thank you, everyone, and with that, I'll pass over to Lorraine.
Associate Principal, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Engineering in Applied Photonics, Ailey Johnston. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for research in the Department of Computer and Information Sciences, Naila Etter. For research in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Tunde Shoban. Shengle Xu. For research in the Department of Physics, Shrideve Kuriyatilil. David George McClellan. Paul Schroff. For research in the Departments of Pure and Applied Chemistry, Vary Gibson. Neelam Manzoor. Pui Hang Shum. Blair Smith. For research in the Strathclyde Institute of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, Mulam Asuleiman. Diego Alexander Alvarado Maladonato. Georgina Bethany Armstrong. Ansu Joseph Arabarathara Yael. Marco Bonfanti. Alzara Mahut Hussein Khalifa. Cristina Lumbreras Perales. Callum Mullen. Paulina Schnur. For the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Computer Science, Harsh Urugual. Chaudhry Hanzala Ashraf. Akash Bhattacharya. Anurag Shoshan. Tamine Edosa Dandina. Sampada Pradik Ekbote. Swapnil Shivaj Gawari. Akansh Nilesh Joshi. Akash Biak Kadam. Arsalan Wasim Khan. Shardul Nuvnath Kapek. Andrew Kiggins. Kishore Shivana Nayaka. Mohan Raj Logathan. Aditya Yadav Madi. MD Noor Ahmed. Muhammad Armaghan Mahmoud. Nelima Menon. Kitan Anil Madalkar. Danush Rajashekar. Kanishk Sen. Sarthak Sharma. Pawun Laxman Sonawani. Muhammad Uzair. Hemanshi Verma. Girish Vilankadu Jesusas. In Advanced Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence, Yangling Liu. In Advanced Computer Science with Data Science, Ahmed Binyamin. Ankit Shoshan. Manoy Kumar Daramaraj. Mitesh Gandhi. Uday Garavangapa. Valerio Alfred Carden. Yash Ranyikant Mehta. Mohammed Ali. Ogochukwu Joshua Onowubulu. Shantu Punya. Nathaya Shri Pohapu. Roshan Kumar Arakita Pradhan. Harshan Revanavalu Selva Kimur. Samita Manjuath Sampangi. Bradesh Pravin Solanki. Sabham Prakesh Torvi. Harsh Vajishta. Giabin Shui. In Advanced Software Engineering, Tasnia Kadia Alam. Benjamin Ho. Gia Hui Huo. Brayesh Kantibal Ramalia. In Artificial Intelligence and Applications, Jamiu Jide Salami. In Information and Library Studies, Sharayu Ramesh Gangurde. Bello Mahmoud. In Software Development, Ahmad Sarosh Amatayez. Mari Suter. In Applied Statistics, Priyansha Kira. In Applied Statistics in Health Sciences, Charlotte Frances Elizabeth Norridge. In Advanced Immunology, Farhana Binte Kair. Divine Chinimiram Nwadezo. Taruna Sharma. In Advanced Pharmaceutical Manufacturing, Henrietta Mwenche Nwabiobi. In Cancer Therapies, Janavi Shumeh Shesh. In Industrial Biotechnology, Theophilus Boaki Adu. Sonia Singh. In Neuroscience and Mental Health, Dishna Shankar Katke. Hannah Mohammed Salem Senussi. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Christian Plamenov Georgiev. Andrew Richmond. In Mathematics, Adam Charles Leonard Brotherwood. For the Certificate in Applied Science Skills, Breaking Barriers, Jack Hunter. James Jang. Muskan Kumari. Zach McKenzie. Ethan Thomas Meehan. Emily Winters.
Associate Principal, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Business Administration for Research in the Strathclyde Business School, Emma Mary Hanley. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in the Hunter Centre for Entrepreneurship, Christine Sami Aziz Habib. Naraporn Tamadi. Vivek Venugopal. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Ashish Chavla. Leela Krishna Reddy Devuru. Cristaline Teresa Fernandez. Eshan Gupta. Bhavika Bansalal Jain. Vidit Kohli. Le Thi Fung Tao. Richa Mutreja. Anshita Nagam. Reshma Ramkumar. Siddharth Satish Ravankar. Khalid Riaz. Ankush Sahani. Kashitit Sharma. Sumit Kumar Thakur. Nitish Kumar Tripathi. Mai Luan Chong. Shobit Verma. For the Executive Programme, Eva Goak. Hu Ne Bing. For the degree of Master of Science in Business and Management, Janvi Agarwal. Naman Agarwal. Alan Rufus Christie Albert. Sumiyajit Dutta. Aniket Tatarau Karnali. Ritik Katkar. Libby Paula Murison. Kiryushath Murugan. Venkata Raghavendra Aniru Napani. Purvi Patel. Anjali Purampadharmam Sanji. Anushka Amitabh Rathore. Ajay Mahesh Sahu. Devang Bhupendra Shah. Shubhi Sharma. Sherman Zachariah. Shri Murgesh Shri Kumar. Sudish Visvanathan. Chuck Ling Yu. Shin Yu Cheng. In International Management, Afam Yaqub. Kirthana Baskar. Manmohan Bhatia. Mahir Sanjay Shatari. Nitu Pomaramji Chowdhury. Arun Eswaran. Megha Grover. Samvita Guru Prasad. Mohammed Vasir. Mohammed Yusuf Mohammed Iqbal. Deepika Pereyasamy. Prachi. Manasa Puvada. Mohammed Ishan Qayyum. Nikhil Thakur. Rohit Rampal Tiwari. Jin Yi Wen. Mohammed Yasir. Se Yu Cheng. In Project Management and Innovation, Malahat Zafar. In Human Resource Management, Christina Jennifer Kazi Stanislaus. Arlene Joyce Robertson. In Occupational Psychology, Catherine Lynch McCorkle. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Nico Miller. For the degree of Master of Science in International Management, Sourav Singhal. For the Master of Science in Advanced Computer Science, Prathesh Suresh Jadhav. For the Master of Science in Molecular Microbiology, Oluwada Milare Adeleke. For the Master of Science in Advanced Computer Science, Danish Haji Amin. For the Master of Science in Advanced Computer Science, Nayana Pathak. For the Master of Science in Advanced Computer Science, Shubham Ramchandra Dumal. For the Master of Science in Business and Management, Mariatha Tadina Agumudu. And for the Master of Science in Digital Health Systems, Rajasekhar Mochi.
While the last of the students get back to their seats, can I just say thank you very much to Lorraine and to Leslie for reading out these names. It was a lot of names to get through. Thank you very much. Well, graduates of 2025, because that is what you now are. Well done. Your difficult bit is over. You've made it across the stage. You've gone from being a graduand to being a graduate of Strathclyde. And I have to say, some of you in amazing costumes and towering heels, so well done, all of you. Now, I make light of it, but crossing this stage marks the culmination of a lot of hard work, many years of hard work and dedication for our new graduates. So first and foremost, I really want everybody to join me in offering a heartfelt and loud congratulations to our first graduates of 2025. Now, I'm sure everybody in the audience today, or the family, friends, the staff, know that our graduates here today have shown great commitment, resilience, adaptability, and determination to arrive at this day. And for those of you who are graduating in the presence of your loved ones, this is a moment of great pride for your families. Your family, your friend, and supporters will have undoubtedly played a crucial role in your journey. So let's take a moment to acknowledge and applaud them for all the support they've given you along that journey. And I certainly see how hard our dedicated staff have worked to provide you with an exceptional education and student experience. Your success reflects their commitment. So graduates, please take a moment to show your gratitude and appreciation to the staff who are with us today. Thank you. And I have to say, I'm very impressed at the number of staff we have here today. This is a very full stage, so thank you all for coming along. So once this ceremony is concluded, we'll leave the hall in an academic procession. If you want to join us, you would be very welcome to. And this procession signifies that you're now full members of the Strathclyde academic community, so all our new graduates. And the Strathclyde academic community, it numbers more than 220,000 people worldwide. And I don't know about other people who are sitting on the stage here, but I certainly love the fact that no matter where I go in the world, there tends to be a Strathclyder out there. So whether I'm going to a conference, an event, or I'm attending another meeting at another university, it's always lovely to see a Strathclyder come up and say hello. So I hope you guys will do the same. And as esteemed members of this academic community of Strathclyde, you join a long line of alumni who have gone on to excel in their chosen fields. And you'll know some of the kind of well-known names, so I'll start with a few you will recognise. So physician, missionary and explorer David Livingstone was a Strathclyde graduate, as was television pioneer John Logie Baird, Lady Eilish Angelini, who was former Lord Advocate of Scotland, and the former leader of the Scottish Conservative Party, Baroness Annabel Goldie, was a Strathclyde alum. Along with entrepreneur, philanthropist and long-time supporter of Strathclyde, Sir Tom Hunter, who gives his name to the Hunter Centre. Some of his graduates are graduating from the Hunter Centre today. But there's also thousands of Strathclyders who have crossed this stage and are now making a difference in their chosen field. So people like computer science graduates, John Giandrea, now Senior Vice President of Machine Learning and AI Strategy at Apple, and Dr. Pauline Burke, also at Apple, Head of Data Science and Siri. We can also look to economics and social history graduate and generous donor to Strathclyde, Dr. Leslie Stretch, who is former President and CEO of software services company Medallia. Or other people of note, biochemistry and bioengineering graduate Dr. Mark Travers is Global Head of Monitoring Excellence at the pharmaceutical firm Merck & Co. So there's lots of people who are making a difference in the world, and I really hope that those graduating today will also go out into the world and make a difference. And I hope your names will be mentioned at graduation ceremonies down the line. Now, I said I was going to say a bit about Strathclyde's history, and I'm sure the people who are graduating today might know the history, but friends and family might not. So let's start by telling you that Strathclyde was actually founded in 1796 during the Scottish Enlightenment. And Strathclyde was started through the bequest of Professor John Anderson, who believed in knowledge for all for the greater good, and he wanted to establish a place of useful learning. Now, I truly believe that we've remained faithful to this founding principle that continues to guide us today as we strive to make a positive impact on society and the world. You will hear Strathclyders across the world talking about Strathclyde as a place of useful learning. And those graduating will know that we are a research-intensive university, and we're committed to creating new knowledge and understanding that will help us tackle some of the challenges of our times. And there are many challenges of our times. Our scientists and researchers are leading the development of innovative technologies that will facilitate the transition from fossil fuels to the clean, sustainable energy sources such as wind, solar and hydrogen that will power our future world and tackle climate change. And we're developing new drugs using digital manufacturing processes that will provide cheaper, more efficient and effective treatments in the fight against cancer, kidney disease and inflammatory diseases, while also helping our health services to evolve to face the challenges of health and social care with our changing demographics. Now, I started this ceremony by saying that today we're celebrating the achievements of two faculties, that of science and business. And one of the things that I personally love about Strathclyde is that we encourage people to work across traditional disciplines. At Strathclyde, we recognise that in order to increase the diffusion and adoption of new technologies, we need to pull on our expertise from the social sciences and the business school, coming together with engineering and science. So whilst many of my colleagues on the stage are experts in the field of science and business, they might be working across departments and also collaborating with colleagues from humanities and social science and from engineering. And being true to our mission of being that place of useful learning and making sure that our research makes a real difference in the world. Another thing that we're passionate about Strathclyde is entrepreneurial education. And we have a strategy for entrepreneurship at Strathclyde that we call Strathclyde Inspire. And yes, we're helping students and staff to create new businesses with sustainability in mind that are creating jobs and supporting economic growth. But entrepreneurship at Strathclyde is not just about new ventures and about starting businesses. For us, entrepreneurship is about recognising opportunity, about assembling resources and making things happen, driving change. Which is why I mentioned some of the Strathclyde alumni who are doing great things in existing organisations and in social enterprises. At Strathclyde, we're also leading the revitalisation of this part of the city where we are today through the Glasgow City Innovation District. And the Glasgow City Innovation District is bringing companies, large and small, here to work across key research clusters such as health tech, fintech, 5G, industrial informatics, space and quantum. Much of these activities are based within our Technology and Innovation Centre at the bottom of the campus. And some of you might have heard that in the near future we'll be creating another innovation centre named in honour of one of our most successful alumni, businessman Dr. Charles Huang, who donated £50 million to Strathclyde, an extremely generous gift and our largest ever. But it was given in recognition of the role this university had in his success. Charles, he graduated twice from Strathclyde, but he came back and he spoke to people who had taught him, and he sought advice when he needed it to grow his business. So some of this gift is going to be used to transform the former Students' Union building on John Street. Now, some of the family and friends might remember the Student Union on John Street. I personally remember it very fondly. But now it's going to be turned into a key element of the university's technology and innovation zone. And it's going to allow more businesses to co-locate within the university and help improve productivity, develop world-class talent, research, and accelerate economic growth. And we're also a major player in another innovation district, the Advanced Manufacturing Innovation District, which is out near Glasgow Airport, where we operate the National Manufacturing Institute Scotland. And those of you who are travelling on planes in the near future, that's the building with the big purple roof that you'll see from the runway of the airport. And the National Manufacturing Institute Scotland is helping to grow Scotland's manufacturing capabilities as part of the fourth industrial revolution, Industry 4, which will see digital revolution, automation, artificial intelligence transforming the sector, and again, providing that huge economic employment opportunities. And we're partners too in the Medicines Manufacturing Innovation Centre, operated by CPI, and it sits just across the street from the National Manufacturing Institute Scotland. And also the Digital Process Manufacturing Centre, DMPC as we call it, down in Irvine in North Ayrshire, which is offering training opportunities, cutting-edge digital demonstrators, and access to expert support in research and development. So that's some of the things that Strathclyde are doing, but we're also working to inform public policy on national economic strategy, on education, productivity, and workplace strategies through various research institutes. And at the same time, we're training teachers, lawyers, journalists, civil servants who contribute much to our society. And it's through our Centre for Sustainable Development that our globally minded staff and students are working and co-creating students with global partners across academia, civil society, and public and private sectors to secure real-world impact and try and tackle the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which feature in all our teaching at Strathclyde. And at Strathclyde, we realised that in pursuing our vision, we need to work in partnership with others. We work with people from business, from government, third sector, and also other academic partnerships, where we work with the likes of Stanford, New York University, MIT, Caltech in the United States, and Tsinghua, Nanyang, and the National University of Singapore, among many, many others. And as a university, we're continually working to enhance our student experience, investing in our campus and student experience, as you can see by our new Strathclyde Sport building and the Learning and Teaching buildings, as well as investing in health and well-being. So we're always trying to put our students at the heart of everything that we do. And it has to be said, our progress and our efforts in all these areas have been recognised by others with a host of awards in recent years. And in 2019, we became the only university in the UK to win the Times Higher Education University of the Year twice. We've also been named Business School of the Year, Workplace of the Year, and Research Project of the Year in recent years. Strathclyde was named Scottish University of the Year in 2024 and runner-up in the UK University of the Year in the inaugural Daily Mail University League tables. Now, Alistair McCall, a name some of you will be familiar with because he used to be responsible for the Sunday Times Good University Guide, but he's now doing the Daily Mail rankings. When he described Strathclyde, he said Strathclyde is the epitome of a progressive 21st century university, seeking to shape and change society for the better through the pursuit of educational excellence and social change, and still a place of useful learning, just as it set out to be more than 200 years ago. So that makes us very proud that other people outside of Strathclyde recognise that in us. We were also recently named European Entrepreneurial University of the Year, and we collected our 4th Queen's Anniversary Prize, our 3rd consecutive prize, it has to be said, in recognition of our research, innovation and entrepreneurialism in photonics, the science of light. So all of these awards reflect the quality and breadth of our activities in our university. Now, at this point in the proceedings, we would normally tell you a few stories of some of the successes within the faculty of the people that are graduating. But as I said, we've got 2 faculties graduating, so I can really only touch on a couple of successes over the past 12 months, and I apologise for all the other fantastic achievements that I miss out. But let's start with a couple of highlights from the Faculty of Science. So in SIBS, I'm told that scientists at Strathclyde have created the world's first truly 3D printed microscope. I've not seen this, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. And they did that in under 3 hours for less than £50, a fraction of the cost of traditional devices. And in mathematics and statistics, they've been working on potentially life-saving model for identifying maternal risk in pregnant women with preeclampsia. And in computer and information sciences, they've been working with Police Scotland, looking at how to deal with economic cybercrime, something that's a challenge of our times. And in pure and applied chemistry, a drug discovery company at Strathclyde, Rostra Therapeutics, has received a share of £3 million from a collaborative cystic fibrosis drug discovery programme. So lots of exciting things happening in the Faculty of Science, but also lots of excitement in the business school. So in the Department of Work, Employment and Organisation, we've recently celebrated a spin-out from Strathclyde Business School, and this is a cloud-based software platform designed to help disadvantaged people into work. And My Employ, as it's called, utilises questionnaires, machine learning and psychological research to understand job seekers' needs, provide tailored insights and predict outcomes. And in the Hunter Centre, who we've also got people here from, the Hunter Centre has recently won research awards for 2 research projects which are aiming to put people and communities at the heart of the transition to net zero. So exciting times. And these are just a very small number of examples of what's going on. But it's on these past achievements that we'll build our future and achieve the goals and ambitions we've set ourselves in the next 5 years. In our strategic plan, Strathclyde 2030. So for those graduating, today is a day to look forward to the beginning of a new chapter in your lives where you'll take the knowledge and skills you've acquired during your time here to pursue and realise your own aspirations. And as you forge new careers, the university's values of being people-oriented, innovative, collaborative, ambitious, and not forgetting bold will stand you in good stead. The world faces many challenges and uncertainties. These challenges include the very pressing one of climate change, and they demand solutions. And as graduates of Strathclyde and as the future leaders of our society, you have the responsibility to use your talents and your education to make a positive impact in the world and help us find solutions to some of these challenges. So whether you go on to pursue careers in business, in science, or engineering, politics, or any other field, remember that you have the power to effect change, to inspire others, and to shape the course of history. But that power comes with responsibility, and I urge you never to lose sight of those values that have guided you thus far. Integrity, humility, empathy. These are qualities that will set you apart as you navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. So as you step out into the world, you carry with you the knowledge and skills that you've acquired during your time at this institution. But more than that, you carry the spirit of Strathclyde. And I believe that's a spirit of innovation, one of collaboration, and one of excellence. And Strathclyde is also an institution where freedom of thought is encouraged and valued. An institution exemplified by tolerance and inclusivity. And we hope you will continue to demonstrate Strathclyde's socially progressive values and ethos of tolerance, pluralism, and a desire to make a positive difference. And I'm confident that you're going to do this because you go out into the world equipped with that most valuable of assets, knowledge. And the Strathclyde degree that you now hold in your hands is the passport to success as you rise to meet the challenges ahead. And as you embark on this new chapter in your lives, I encourage you to continue learning, embrace new challenges, and remember that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey, and success is not measured by what you achieve, but by the impact you make on the world around you. So it's with immense pride that we see you graduate today. And though you may be leaving us, we hope you'll continue to stay in touch. Let us know how you get on and continue to collaborate with Strathclyde. As I said before, I love it when graduates get in touch, and it's very rewarding to hear of your successes. And it's also partly through the involvement of our alumni that we can provide a first-class education and student experience for you. So we'll now ask you, our most recent graduates, to think of those who will follow in your footsteps. So finally, I would like to thank the faculty and staff of Strathclyde for their unwavering commitment and for their dedication to helping our graduates achieve their full potential. I would like to say thank you again to the families and friends of our graduates for your unwavering support and encouragement. And I would also like to say a big thank you to all the staff behind the scenes who worked so hard to make this a special day and get us in the right place at the right time. And a special thanks to the piper, the organist, and our signer today. So, in conclusion, I would like to congratulate you once again on this momentous achievement. The university, I hope, has equipped you with the tools you need to thrive in the years ahead, and I have no doubt you will make us proud. So go forth with confidence, with purpose, and with the knowledge that you are capable of great things. Thank you. I'm looking to the back of the room. Is the weather holding up? We've got thumbs up. We can have a procession. So, apart from declaring this congregation formally closed, I would also like to invite our new graduates to join us in this academic procession, if you so wish. And if you do wish to join us, what will happen is I will lead the procession of staff off the stage, and then our new graduates, please do follow on behind us, and we will walk out this building up to the Learning and Teaching building for refreshments. I'm aware that some of you might not be able to take part in the refreshments. Some of you might be celebrating Ramadan, but we'd still welcome you to come along and speak to some of the staff and get some photographs. So for just now, let me declare the congregation formally closed, Could please staff and friends and family please remain seated until the procession has left the building and then follow on. Thank you very much, everybody.